Hello and welcome to a little live stream with the new cars for the GT R24H 2015. This is the Audi R18 that I'm sitting in here, parked in the pits on the Le Mans track. What I've got going on the screen here is just a little bit of track map plugins that shows the gear and shift lights and stuff like that. Excuse me, it's getting pretty late. And I just wanted to see if I could set up a quality setting that would make me able to stream here. But first off, I think let's get on track and put in some laps and see how this car's handling. Just need to get the window into focus here. Hope I can keep the frame rate relatively high. Getting a message here that the stream quality is poor, even though everything's screened and everything looks good. So I'm just going to check that out. Well, it's still streaming and it looks okay, so I'm just going to keep on going here. It's not entirely good, but it's drivable. Notice how the track's got many more bumps than the R32 version we used to race. Especially down here when the roads from the roundabout intersections come across like that. A few bumps here. That got pretty scary on the braking there. Car's really twitchy, doesn't really feel like it wants to go straight. One thing you notice is perhaps the 7 gears that's in this car now. You have to do a lot of gear changes. No, it's down sampling. It's just after 3 years I may have to admit that my computer is just not up to the job yet of just live streaming and racing at the same time. What happens if the game goes down to half physics rate or something like that? Look, it's doing it again now. That's very strange to drive this when it does that. And of course it's also impossible to steer, so... Kill off a few other apps here and see if I can get some more performance, but we can start talking about the pit stops here. So for the Audi here, it's the diesel R18, and of course it has a 54-liter fuel cap. So it's 54 liters per stint. Um, 7 gears forward with an adjustable final ratio here too. Reverse. Steering lock, I don't know what that is. Differential. Power coast preload. Aerodynamics front wing is just steps and rear wing is in degrees. Weight distribution, front, rear. I think I have set up as much in front as you can. Rev limits, I guess it can go higher, but there's really not much use. Radiator size, and then new things here. It's different from when we did the races in GTR2 boost mapping. We have 4 steps of boost mapping. This will not be an advantage during racing, but a huge advantage when you qualify to go to a higher boost setting. Brake map is also this is how much throttle is applied while you are braking. You should actually try and turn that down and see what happens. Suspension now different is the third spring selection up here, which is the 2 independent springs is kind of mounted on a teeter, and in the middle is a third spring, so this is a combined spring for left and right side. Gives you some options to run much lower anti-roll bars and use the third spring as a sort of combined spring and damper on both left and right tires. Settings for toe, anti-roll bar, ride height packers, all these things we know and are as usual. So on this page it's actually only the third spring that's the interesting thing, and my prediction is if you don't know how to work this third spring and set up the car properly, you will not be fast enough. So if you don't know how to work this, don't even bother racing an LMP car. So get back to your GT cars and do your GT thing. If you want to do LMPs, you really need to work into the technical part of it, or you will never be fast enough. Never. And it's not just a matter of 0.2 or 0.5 of a second. On Le Mans here, it's 5-10 seconds you're losing. You won't have a chance of winning if you don't get into all these technical things. Learn what this is, get an understanding of that, and then you can start driving the cars. On tire parts here we have with the real Michelin compound numbers. So this is the rain tire. This is an intermediate tire, medium tire, soft tire, or I don't think it's this is actually a hard tire, long life tire. I'm racing the medium tire front and back here. Also, you should notice the tire pressure, and with the GTR or the R-Factor 2 tire model, you will have to learn to manipulate these tire pressures properly. This will control how much grip you have through a session, so it's very important too. Brake bias, brake ducts. I'm noticing I have a little bit of a problem here, so I'm going to turn that further forward. Pedal pressure. Actually, that pressure seems to be a little bit low, since you can't. It's actually noticed that there's no way you can block the tires at the moment. I'm just pressing the brake pedal, and well, the car stops, but you can't lock the tires. So flip ups. I don't know what that is. I think it's for old racing. As is track bar, caster. Yeah, we know what that is. Again, chassis adjustments. Hard to say. I guess those are mostly for oval racing too. Other than that, there's no more here to set up. I'm gonna go ahead and do some laps again and see if my frame rate problems have become smaller. See if we can get a decent lap out of this car. Does actually feel a lot better this time. Very little difference in the engine noise from when you shift the gears, so it's actually pretty hard to hear when you're in the right gear. Hard to make a good lap here, since it takes about 3 or 4 laps for the tires to come up to the proper operating pressure. But you can do a qualifying setup and start with higher pressures in your tires and sort of cheat that way, but it's still not going to leave the rubber at the correct operating temperature either, so patience is the best way to go. Constant problem in that corner there with some turn-in oversteer, even though it's there even if I keep away from the curbs, so I don't know, I don't actually really know exactly what's happening there. tires up to operating temperature.
That lap was a 3:26.93.
Still pressures are not perfect yet, so it's more grip than this we have for these tires yet. And of course, I want to match that time that the tire arrives at the perfect pressure with having less fuel left in the tank, so the car's lighter, can go in faster. Of course, it means that on the first lap or two the car is going to be just a little bit scary to drive because it's all the numbers are off. Rather that than the car being impossible to control at the end of the stint. So this should actually evolve into a better and better and better and better car through the stint. A little bit of slide on the brakes there. Bad exit, I got too greedy with the speed in the beginning of that corner.
That was a 3:26.31.
That was a little bit aggressive. That might have gotten the attention of Eduardo Francis in the race control, if that was in real life. lap time from the last lap if I do the post curves right this time, so I won't mess those up. Messed them up big time. Let's go to the pit stop. Well, that's it for me for this time, so hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.